Hello friends, this is Vineet Pandey. I am recording a lecture for you all to tell you about how to qualify UGC NET English Literature in an easy way. Dear friends, in Indian scenario where we have 46 central universities and 100 plus state universities, there is a difference between the syllabus pattern. While the state university syllabus is not having proper content, central university syllabus are facing the same problems. There is the exception of JNU and Delhi University, though these universities have better syllabus, still they are lagging behind in certain topics. Now I am going to tell you about the easiest way of qualifying UGC NET. Guys, while most of students are struggling whether to complete history of English literature by reading David Deutsch, William J. Long, Compton Rickett, Legis Kizamia or Indian writers books. Now guys, I tell you one thing. David Deutsch, William J. Long, Compton Rickett or any other history of English literature is not important if you are preparing for objective pattern. David Deutsch is an amazing book. It's really one of the best books I have ever read. In fact, I have completed all the books of history. My favorite one is Andrew Sanders. But what I have to tell you about is that David Deutsch helps you to go for descriptive pattern. If you're not going for descriptive pattern, you need to know each and every topic, you need to analyze maximum things, and moreover, you need to have a direct approach to each and every writer. Now, how to complete history of English literature? Friends, many of you are following market pass books, market guide books. For example, if I take the example of Arihant, which has been recently published and it's widely circulated among the students. In Arihant, they have used 40 to 45 pages to discuss Anglo-Saxons and they have given lots of names of the writers related to Anglo-Saxons. Now friends, if you go through these writers, you will find that none of these writers are ever asked in NET examination. In fact, if you go to the last pattern or the recent questions in NET exam, they are more concerned towards the culture, language, influence of Anglo-French language, Norman French language into the modern English. Now, when you study these things, well, most of the students simply study Chaucer and Canterbury Tales. None of them goes to the contemporary writers, reading the techniques, writing pattern, literary devices developed in that time. So when you study English literature, go to each and every sector. You have to study the society, the condition of women in that society, religion, political affairs, political crisis and other things, and moreover writer's personal life. You need to know that. Now, once you are done with modern literature, because most of the history of English literature deal with modern literature only, you need to go for postmodern literature. Guys, postmodern literature is an area which is very vast and it is impossible to track down all the writers to qualify NET examination. Now what I recommend is, when you have to make the list of postmodern writers, you can simply go to the Booker awardees, the Nobel laureates, the Pulitzer Awards, the Granta Books Award and Newbold Award, and moreover, along with these you can go to the science fiction awards. For example, Arthur C. Clarke Award, Nebula Award and Prometheus Awards. Make the list of these award winners. These will help you to find out contemporary postmodern writers. Now, when you make the list of postmodern writers, you can also go to the postmodern theories. Now, recently, as we see in the latest pattern in NET examination here, most of the students are struggling in theories. Now, what you have to remember is that if you are preparing for NET examination, you need to know that criticism has become a kind of ignored thing. They are hardly putting questions from criticism. So from exam point of view, when you're exclusively planning to qualify NET exam, you can simply avoid criticism. You don't have to go for the depth of Plato, Aristotle, Dryden, T.S. Eliot and that related things. In short, start studying theories. Go for each and every theory. Now most of the students, they are finding a lot of problems in theories, and the reason behind theories is that the students don't have a base and they hardly get teachers to teach them. While the students are going to buy the books such like Raman Seldon, Peter Berry and Swaminathan. Now I recommend simply that you don't have to buy the books to understand theories. What I have done for my own results is, I go to the YouTube lectures, I read each and every theory separately through internet, through different websites, I compare and I make my own notes. This is how you can make yourself capable of answering the questions asked from theories. Guys, now remember this, Presently, there are lots of theory which are the recent one and they are not even in Peterberry. For example, there was a question in 2012 June, third space theory or contact zone theory, X bar theory, generation theory, call and response theory. Now remember these things, you have to be prepared with the latest things. Now, when we talk about the post-colonial literature, which is also very important, the students simply study Indian literature, Indian post-colonial writers, Salman Rushdie, Kiran Desai, Arvind Adega and many others, and then they simply go to Chinua Achebe, Guguwa Thiong'o and then certain other writers. Dear friends, again I'm telling you the same thing, post-colonial literature is a vast thing, it's a vast literature. You need to know each and everything. Now when you study post-colonialism, first of all, understand what is post-colonialism. Then who are the theorists who have given their theories regarding post-colonialism, their terminologies, and then especially go for the special study of post-colonial feminism. Here you will get the writers like Chimananda Adichie, Jhumpa Lahiri, this Things Fall Apart, the writer of God of Small Things, Arundhati Roy, and many other ladies. After these things, post-colonial literature has a small part which is called Southern Post-Colonials. You have to go for a separate study of Sri Lankan writers, Bangladeshi, Pakistani writers. Now we talk about Commonwealth literature. My dear friends, while many of you are still struggling to know the Commonwealth writers, to write them, to get the books for Commonwealth writers, many of you don't know that Commonwealth literature does not exist. Yeah, this is Vineet Pandey who is certifying that Commonwealth literature does not exist. And remember, this is not my quotation, it is by Salman Rushdie. Salman Rushdie, in his Imaginary Homelands, clearly observes that Commonwealth literature does not exist, and it was the question of December 2012. So friends, when you are preparing for NET, first of all, make yourself understand that there is no Commonwealth literature. Whatever we have, it is simply included in post-colonialism. Now, we talk about world literature. Hardly the students get the books regarding world literature. You go to a bookshop and ask them that give me a book of German literature which deals with German literature translated in English. You won't get a book. Especially, you won't get a book in Delhi only. So you talk about the other states, it's hardly impossible. So the students, those who are preparing for NET from state universities or without coaching classes, they don't know about French literature, they don't know about German literature, Russian, Italian, Sri Lankan, Bangladeshi, Pakistani and contemporary novelists. Like many of you don't know about the Nigerian writers, the writers from Egypt, the Nobel Award writers from Egypt, the Italian writers. So world literature becomes a very important thing. Now the recent thing which they play a dominant role, a vital role in paper 3, cultural studies. JNU is the only university in Delhi which deals with cultural studies. Friends, you must be thinking what is cultural studies. It's a very important part, and moreover, those who have studied Raymond Williams, those who know about Stuart Hall, understand the value of cultural studies. Along with these things, you have to go for teaching of English, linguistics, translation literature, Indian modern theatre, Indian aesthetics. So these are the entire fields which form the paper 3rd and the 2nd of NET JR of English literature. Now I understand that all of you don't have the access to these books. So how can I help you? Friends, I am Vineet Pandey, and by God's grace, I have 6-time NET double JRF and I'm 7 states set topper. I am going to start a WhatsApp group which is very professional, and me and my fellow professors will deliver a lecture on a regular basis. We'll share each and every notes. Moreover, we'll give you the detailed things, test papers, articles, suggestions, and every kind of required notes. We'll complete A to Z syllabus of NET JRF. Now those who cannot afford to go to the coaching classes, those who cannot afford to come to Delhi to my classes, those who want the most authentic guidance, they can simply enroll in my WhatsApp group by texting me on 85870358827. Friends, this group is for 6 months and I'm going to provide you everything, a kind of online coaching classes in 5,000 only. Repeating again, in 5,000 only you will get a regular class, lectures, audio video lectures, notes, PDF files, test papers and everything which is available. Now friends, one more thing. Most of you can qualify NET easily, but you have started trusting various people, those who themselves are not NET qualified. So please, if you're enrolled in a WhatsApp group, if you're enrolled in a Facebook group and the people they are leading you, they are simply misleading you. So before you join someone, before you choose your guide, be daring enough and ask them about their own net set JRF experience. If the person is not net qualified, he or she cannot guide you to qualify net. The reason behind this is that teaching net is not related to knowledge. It is simply related to strategy, to competence in each and every subject, and moreover the exclusive detail of every topic. So once a person who qualifies net, in fact I simply believe that one net, two net cannot one net, two net qualified cannot be a teacher. It takes a long time and a long hours of duration, struggling, toiling, and then you prepare to qualify net. I'll show you something. These are my world. These things are my world. This is why I'm 6th standard and double JRF. My each and every book gives me the detail which is not available to Indian students. So I repeat once again, this is Vineet Pandey. I have started a very professional group to help you to qualify net for online coaching classes and 5,000 only. Subscribe my videos. I'll give you a lot of other videos on various topics, and very soon I'm going to upload 2016 10th of July net papers answer key. Thank you friends. This is Vineet Pandey.